today we are going to read the chapter, The Cub. The Cub means young one. This chapter has been written by Louis Dykman Klehover. Before we start the chapter, children, I would like to tell you that we all share a special bond with our parents and their unconditional love towards us, how they express it at different stages of our lives. So let's read a heartwarming story of a child who grows into a young boy, how the relationship changes but the love remains. The boy talks of his first memories as a little boy, his dependence and hero worship of his father, and how he grew and the tables turned just like a cub that grows into an adult and takes over. He is remembered of the times when his father used to hold him up in the air and how he would gasp and hold his breath and would feel at the top of the world. And he would consider his father the most strong and a wise person. The child remembered the time when his father would play piano and he would put it across the room, and he remembers the white slim hands of his mother and father's large square and strong hands. This boy, when he grows into a young boy, he learned to play bear, and he remembers that his father would come home and he would ask for his son, and the boy would lurk behind the kitchen. Father would open the door and stand and ask, "Where is my child?" He would grab him and his father would shout, "A bear, a young cub." Father would really give him a tight hug. He remembers those sweet memories, and he had almost the tears in his eyes. How he squeezed himself and remained quiet behind the door, waiting anxiously for his father, and literally pouncing upon him, and together they would duck their heads beneath the doors and march past his mother. After the stage comes when he joins school. He goes to school and he plays games. He learned different games, wrestling, shouting, and slowly and steadily he was growing strong and tall. And when he comes home, he always would wrestle on floor with his father, where the mothers always running after him that they will hurt themselves and they should stop playing this game. When he went to the high school to play football, he sees himself that he has grown tall, and now he looked down his mother and would call her a little one. This boy would back his mother into chair and she would scold her, and they would also wrestle occasionally. But we have seen the children have special bond, strong bond with their mother. But here in this chapter we see there's a special bond between a father and a boy. And the father would come home and wrestle with his young boy. And the young boy has started measuring his biceps with the mother's measuring tape, showing his muscles to his father time to time. And after that, when we see that they have stopped wrestling for a year in this chapter, they had not wrestled for a year. And one day when the boy sitting at the dinner table, he looked into the eyes of his father, seeing that there is something which we have not done for so long, and father seems to meet the challenge put by his son, and they stood up, unbuttoned his shirt and started wrestling. Mother came and she protested, but they did not listen a word. They circled, and with their hands closed they circled round and round, strained each other and started bouncing upon each other, and there were sounds of thumps. Boy showed his teeth to his father, and they took hold of each other, where fathers lay prostrate, chest heaving, frowned, and he shook his head. He looked at his father closely. It was really strange that he could see that his father is growing weaker day by day. But his father did not give up. He accepted the challenge put by his son. And the boy, he reached hand to help his father to raise him up and just behave normally with each other. Now this boy, when he is reminded of all these golden moments spent in the past, and he sees for a moment that these three of them, they stood looking at one another, and then suddenly and blindly the boy turned. He ran through the door under which he had ducked so many times when he had ridden on his father's shoulders. He went out of the kitchen door behind where he had hidden, waiting to leap out and pounce upon his father's legs. It was dark outside. He stood on steps, feeling the air cool against his sweaty body. He stood with lifted head looking at the stars, and then he could not see them because of the tears in his eyes. He burnt his eyes and ran down his cheek. He remembered the golden moments spent with his parents who are precious, and we should really, really respect them and have love for them. The analysis of this chapter is that how important our family is to us. The most important thing in the world is our family. We should always, there are times when we have friends, there are times when we have our neighbors, there are times when we have other people in our lives supporting us, helping us, but there are moments where nobody else can take over but our family. So family is a unique gift, the best gift that has been given to us, and we should treasure it. And they are the people who know you the most. They are the people who know you in and out. They are the people whom on we depend. So our quality of life, and it changes just because when your support, family support is there. And we should try to find a happiness, and we should try to balance our family and friends. We should teach our children the principles of respect and acceptance, how we should respect our family, how we should respect our grandparents, our elders at home. Thank you.